got it on tape. He got it on tape. Practice swing. You should be so aggressive on this practice swing.
I keep thinking we're going to take Maurice Claret, and I'm all fucked up.
We have Bernie'sInsiders.com and a number of rabid Browns fans here for the 2004 Draft Day Party, first annual Bernie's Insiders Bunkers Bash.
You think that's funny? You got to see the guy hit a front of me. Oh, nasty green.
Big time, New York City, here I am.
They have to get Gallery.
Give up Couch, give up Green, give up Northcutt, get Gallery.
Gallery.
For Gallery, left tackle, that's our dream.
Hopefully get Gallery, but...
Robert Gallery, the kid that hopefully we could trade up and get today. I mean, I watched 6 Iowa games and, you know, just focused on him all year.
I'm not here to wait in the fucking rain for them to draft B.J. Sanders, some bullshit like that.
With the 6th pick in the 2004 NFL Draft acquired from the Detroit Lions, the Cleveland Browns select Kellen
Jeff Garcia is gonna do the job for the Browns. You got a better quarterback now. You got the running game going.
No, we don't get what we deserve, but that's okay. Our day will come.
This team they're not so bad. They can win some games this year.
Let's get the show on the road, babe. At the curtain, take a bow. New Haven, just a rendezvous to take you to a lover who was then but never now. Susan played the lady.
It's opening day.
They're trying. Rick's driving around. We're gonna get in.
They let you in?
No, Rick's bringing it over the curb.
We're right here. Where?
Look, they got parking places all the way down.
And they let you in. They let you in.
The cops are down there and won't let us in. Screw them. Well, I'm gonna get a raven down here out of one of these buildings.
Go get a fucking raven. Let's burn this son of a bitch. Get it. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Where's the lighter fluid? Lighter speak, Andy. Let's burn this son of a bitch. Hey! Where's Cherokee? Burn it! Burn it! Fuck your Ravens! Baltimore sucks! Baltimore sucks! Baltimore sucks! Fuck you, Art! Fuck you, Art! Fuck you, Art! Fuck you, Art! That's what we're gonna do today. Burn the Ravens! Burn the Ravens! Burn the Ravens! Burn the Ravens! Burn them Ravens today!
Victor Dickerson, in the hustle and bustle of New York City. But I'm born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. True blue Browns fan. Yeah. take the boy out of Cleveland, but you can't take the Cleveland out the boy. Hey! How are you? A fellow brownie. We are eternal optimists. We have hope every year. It doesn't matter how stinky they play or how great they play or how much they choke. We just love our team. I can't even explain it. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. David and Goliath, you heard of that? That's what I'm looking for today. That's what I'm looking for today. You know, this year we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of our last title team, and guess who they beat to win that title? They beat Baltimore.
And we shut them out.
Yeah, and we shut them out. And we were underdogs in that game, you know? So today we underdogs. Not too many people around the league giving us a chance of winning 8 games, actually. But I don't care. And I think they can do it. I know they can do it. I'm telling you, the Browns get to the Super Bowl and win, the world will never be the same. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in my lifetime. Baltimore, you're going down today. You understand me? Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders. I don't care if you had Jim Brown on your team today. You're going down. All right? Yeah. Yeah! Blondie's East. All right? Yeah. That's right. What's up, man? How you doing?
Welcome back.
Thank you. Like I said, you're going down tonight.
Baby! Yeah! The Browns!
Yeah, Brownies!
Go Browns!
Yeah!
Like I said, Ray, you're going down.
And today's for sale, and it's all you can afford. And by your own admission, the whole thing's got you bored. And the Lord uses the good ones, and the bad ones use the Lord.
Michael Stanley here in the plush, beautiful studios of WNCX. Actually, it's not the studio, it's our conference room. 1041 Huron, Cleveland, Ohio, 44115. I've always liked the city, I've always liked the people. It was always a good place to come back to, you know, when we were on the road. I always felt it was sort of a real honest place. I mean, people liked you. You knew about it. They didn't like you. You knew about it. There was not a lot of BS like there was in some of the media centers and that type of thing.
This is a great area. I love the change of the seasons. I
hate it.
I know. But just personally, I could never ever say, for instance, I couldn't live through Christmas without snow. I mean, it just.
Well, I like the area. I like the lake, really, and that, and the Browns. The Browns still have a winning tradition.
I mean, I was brought up, you know, growing up close to Cleveland, that it was all Cleveland. Yeah. Indians, Cavs, Browns. Yeah. And there was no question about it. You know, you didn't root for other teams. You're from the Cleveland area, so you rooted for a Cleveland team.
Yeah. It's in the blood. I just think Cleveland, you know, Cleveland started off a heck of a tradition with the NFL. They're one of the best teams, and I think it just came down through the generations.
This is a Browns town.
Right, it's a hard-working town. These guys are it's a hard-working team. It's a tough sport.
Well, actually, football was born in Canton. And so, you know, it's around this whole area. Yeah. But like the Buckeyes, too, you know, the state, everybody goes crazy over the Buckeyes. It's just, I don't know, just everybody likes football around here.
Oh, it's definitely middle to lower class. I mean, you don't hear of any bigwigs. And then when you do, you know, it's a trip to go drive past their house. You know, it's a big house. Let's go check it out. Yeah. But for the most part, it's just people that get up every day and go to work. And nobody's special, I guess.
Because we're a blue collar, you know, I mean, we're blood, guts, and everything else. And I think that's why, you know, everybody's a football nut.
We're a manufacturing town, just like Buffalo, Detroit, all the Rust Belt cities and things like that.
And we're waiting. I'll tell you, when that moment happens, too, there's going to be one hell of a party in Cleveland, I'll tell you that.
I'm Bob Aaron, and I'm a dog fan. And here's my son, another Browns fan.
I'm Kagan Mavers, and I'm a Browns fan.
Big time
Browns fan. Love them, unfortunately.
Well, of course, at the beginning of the season, we're always euphoric.
Oh, my God.
Oh, go Dogs. And then after they lose a few games, reality sets in. Oh, go Dogs. And then when all of a sudden things are out of hand and we're not even going to make the playoffs, it's like, well, damn, let's start looking at the draft for next year. Woohoo, go Dogs! To be a Dogs fan, you got to be a survivor and you got to be a dreamer, because that's all we are. Dreamers and survivors, because next year we're going to win the Super Bowl all the way. The cohesiveness of the team looked very, very good last week. They really looked like they had it together. So I expect them to make the playoffs easy, and second game of the season, go Browns, Super Bowl. What else?
Tim's saying we're going to Super Bowl.
Hey, baby.
Super Bowl, right?
I hope so, man. My name is Tim Manoa from Tonga. We used to play for the Browns. The best memory is the fans. That's totally the best thing is the fans. And see these people appreciate who I am and what I did. And we feel like, we're still playing the game because of the way they treat us. So, it's great. Tim Manoa from the Browns back. Number 42, Tonga truck, goddammit.
I'm Rhett Barron, and I'm from Virginia, and I'm here to see the Browns and Dallas game tomorrow.
All right, dogs, my name is Phil Marr. I'm president of the Central Oklahoma Browns Backers Club.
When I was like 5 years old, my dad would have a Browns game on TV. I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, oh, Browns, because my dad was doing it, and he got me into it. So.
I'm an electrician with General Motors. I worked at the Parma plant, and with my daughter on the way, I was laid off, and I moved to Oklahoma with General Motors.
Sometimes at school, though, I'll say, hey, I'm a Browns fan. They'll be like, I like the Giants because they don't lose, and the Browns suck.
I mean, last week, you look at that defense. I mean, you get a new defensive coordinator, and last year they were up and down. This year, it looks like it's going to be rock solid.
Usually they find a way to not win.
You know, when you get a Garcia, a vocal guy like that challenges the players, and even Winslow, you know, it looks like it's working.
We feel sorry for them because they keep losing.
The Browns aura is almost like a disease to some people once they get in touch with it.
They have the most support from their fans because no matter how much they lose, keep coming back.
You know, you look at your job, and you know, you're always looking for that silver lining in your job, and it says, when it doesn't come every year, you look at other avenues, and the Browns are it.
Yes, I'm going to the game, and I'm going to see them win.
It's just blue-collar football for a blue-collar town.
We're in Dallas, Texas, baby.
Cleveland Brown Stadium is like a cathedral to football. Dallas, like Texas Stadium, it's crap. Oh, shit.
We just hung out like we always do, and we're the greater Cincinnati Browns backers. What do you say, Ann? Huh? We got it going on. What do you mean you don't know?
Hey, 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 hey. We'll be having fun in the sun tomorrow.
Oh, man.
95 degrees. Beautiful day.
Sunscreen and water.
A little bit of water with the beer. We'll be all right.
She's going, what?
Heading up to the room.
I was like, what? I'm shooting.
How about that cowboy?
Look at all the beer we got for tomorrow. We got the whole fridge full already, too. Look at that.
It's funny that you know you're sitting with my sponsor from AA. There he is.
Forgot about the karaoke.
I don't remember a lot from yesterday. I do remember you, though. God, I'm sorry, and I still pray for a Browns victory, and please save my soul. I'm Rick Rizzo. I'm the president of the Dallas area Browns backers. It's true. What's up, Browns fans? It's yesterday. Started about probably 11 o'clock, checking some people in, and then really it was just a hotel day, and lo and behold, you found everyone back at the bar for the Buckeyes game, drinking beer at 11 o'clock in the morning, and, you know, really all day long. That was a fun time at GameWorks, but the game cards were a waste.
Really?
Yeah, no one left the bar. No, did you play any games?
Oh yeah,
Did you? Oh.
My shoulder's a little sore from shooting basketball. For
We were gonna go shoot some.
Then I ended up
baskets. And here we are at 10:20, 10:30 in the morning, starting it all over again for game day. Hey, everybody, put your hands together. Tim and Jill Manoa, thanks for coming, guys. We appreciate it. The tongue and tank in the house, baby. Are you okay?
I'm making it.
Carl Keller, Broadview Heights, Ohio, by way of El Paso, Texas. You imagine in a locker room, they're in the shower, their schlongs hanging out. Hey, good kid. We are going to sacrifice him at halftime. Bernie?
Oh, yeah.
Is he circumcised or uncircumcised? We all know his faith.
You know what? I think the Cowboys will win by 4.
By 4. Why 4? 2 safeties? Come on in, Rick. Okay, here we go. A little bit of vodka, Cone Yellow. Okay, a little bit of tequila, a little bit of Bloody Mary mix, a little bit of whiskey, tomato juice, Tabasco, a little bit of iced tea, a little bit of bitters, and 1 lemon. To the Brownies! Here we go! Oh, that's evil. Here we go, Brownies! Here we go!
That's it. Cocktails to go. You gotta love it.
Here we go. Here we go, Cleveland. Here we go.
Here we go, Brownies! Here we go!
Honk your horn. Let them know we're here. The Browns. How many points would the Browns score? How many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Looks like one of the buildings out at Moffett Field in California where the blimps are housed.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Here we go, Cleveland. Here we go.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Here we go, Cleveland. Here we go. Roof, roof. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Browns, 28.
Cowboys 13.
Woo!
Jets 8. Yeah, but you got Vinny. We'll take him. We'll take him. You can't handle Vinny. You cannot handle Vinny.
Prediction, Browns 24, Cowboys 3. Go Browns! For the season, 10-6, AFC North champs, possibly Super Bowl.
What happened? Did they score a safety at the end there? Yeah. 19-12. Browns had holding the end zone. I didn't see it. I heard it over the PA. I was walking back.
What is your optimism for the season gone now?
No, my optimism is I hope this sucks so they fire Davis's ass. That's my optimism. I hate Butch Davis.
I wouldn't have punted the ball with that 2 minutes ago. I'd have ran or did something. Punting that ball was chicken shit. Excuse me, chicken shit.
Guys, we got the whole season here. We're only 1-1.
You got that right, baby. Loving it. Loving it. Here we go. Here we go, Brownie. Here we go.
I'm Jim Donovan, and we're at WKYC, Channel 3, which is the NBC affiliate in Cleveland.
Casey Coleman, we're in the big studio, WTAM 1100, the main air studio.
Doug Deacon, played for the Browns 1971 to 1984.
To say that you grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, and that you settled in an area, and that through all of that, you became the voice of the Cleveland Browns. I mean, it really is something that I'm very, very proud of, and something that I don't take for granted.
I was born in Boston. My dad was doing Boston University football and some minor league baseball. And Paul Brown hired my dad to be the voice of the Browns.
Went to the University of Illinois, was on probation all 4 years I was there for a slush fund. Came to the Browns as a 6th-round draft pick back in 1971.
So I was around him my whole life. I spent 3 summers as a ball boy with the Browns in Hiram. And
played for 14 years and was fortunate enough to play in every game. I'd like to think that I was too late for the money at Illinois and too early for the money in the NFL.
And I can tell you, having spent time in the Boston and Philadelphia markets, Boston's where I began in broadcasting, that there is a big difference in the markets, and the big difference is people and their passion.
People around here, they are very much about the Browns, but they're also very much about their roots about football too. I mean, everybody still goes back to their high school games on Friday night, and they watch the Buckeyes on Saturday or whatever college that they went to. And then Sunday is that precious day preserved where everybody is watching the Browns.
I got to tell you, in Boston, nobody cares who starts at left guard. Well, here it was the big topic of conversation in the preseason because people get it. People understand football. They realize the importance of it.
The Browns are covered in the media in Cleveland almost like a soap opera.
When you go out to Berea and you listen to the Q&A with the coach, it's everything but football.
Who's mad at who? Who should they have drafted? I mean, it's like a soap opera.
It's the contract holdout, personality. This guy wants to be traded. Doesn't anybody talk about the sport anymore?
You are representing a guy like Gib Shanley, who people listened to the Browns for years, and Nev Chandler, who electrified people for years when he was calling those Kozar games. And now you have moved into the seat, and you have become part of that tradition. And that tradition, that's how wide the wingspan is, I think, of the tradition. So you never take it for granted because you realize you would let the people down. And as soon as you let them down, it's tough to get their trust back because they want to hear you do the game. They want to hear the Browns announcer do the game with a little bit of a Cleveland paint. Put a little orange paint on it and make it sound pretty. And it's been tough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4
Oh, goodness.
Hello, I'm David Bainham. I'm part of the British Bulldogs Browns backers, and it's hard to say that after you've had too many pints.
Hi, my name's Norm Whitlock. I'm a member of the British Bulldogs Browns backers.
British Bulldogs Browns backers started with Steve and Jane, who are...
We started off with only about 5 members, now we've got nearly 50, probably about half are from the UK and half are Americans.
Today we're in the Three Kings at West Kensington, and we're here to watch the Browns beat the Cincinnati Bengals. They're about to kick off.
The Bengals!
Most Sundays I'd be sat in front of a computer listening to radio streaming and swearing at the screen and jumping up and down and yelling.
Because I thought I was the only Browns fan in the whole of the UK.
And then I met up with these guys, and every so often we come down to London and we get to watch a game.
We're just loving it, you know, it's good. We get together, watch a game if it gets televised. If it doesn't, we're listening in on the radio and emailing one another, and it's just a great little community in England, you know.
One of the reasons I do support the Browns is that I do believe they're very close to Welsh rugby, and in Wales rugby is like their religion. My father's Welsh and we go down to watch them play, and it's the only thing that matters. Whereas in Cleveland, it's exactly the same. The only thing that matters is Browns football.
It's the sort of place where people will treat football as a religion.
I do want to just join a Super Bowl winning team and join that sort of bandwagon.
I've never been to America, so the only way that I've ever followed football is on TV or via radio from the internet.
I wanted to find a team that I could identify with.
The only time I've ever seen a game live was a pre-season game in Dublin, which was basically a great party. I went over, I drank too much, and I supported the Bears on the grounds they were playing against the Steelers, and you've got to support anybody who's not the Steelers.
I think it is the British love a good loser. We had a good win today against the Cincinnati Bengals, but at the end of the day, it is just the Cincinnati Bengals, you know.
But with great fans like you've seen here tonight, and this is the same across all of America, all of Europe, we'll win all of our games.
And I think that whatever people say about Cleveland, people think of the dog pound, people think of the fans, and it's nice to be part of that, even part of that coming from a particularly unusual place.
Cheers.
What are you supposed to be? I'm a Browns fan. The Brownie was 1946. Art Modell got rid of it. When the Browns came back, I said, fuck it, I'm bringing it back, you know? Am I allowed to say that? I had to order this from California. I couldn't find brown, what do we call these things, leotards or something. And I got enough balls to wear, you know? I get laughed at, I get called really bad names when I go out of town. Hey, look at the faggot, you know? And I'm 56 years old. I said, let's bring it back, you know?
Hey, Raw, you asshole! How you doing? When'd you get here, huh?
About 5 minutes.
Happy sweetest day, dear.
When you're a Browns fan, you're a Browns fan. I mean,
Tony called me yesterday, left a message. Happy sweetest day, how much he loved me.
it's tradition. Tradition. I live in Worcester, Ohio. Paul Brown is buried in Massillon. I go every year and visit his grave because he started the Browns. People might say I'm fucked up because I'm so into the Browns, you know.
Well, Cleveland's always been a rivalry of ours.
Well, what do you think that is?
Why? Because they're probably so close.
It's just so close proximity, how many years we've played them.
Your older cities, like, you know, for instance, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Chicago, you know, Green Bay, you know, towns like that have had football for years. So, I mean, that's their biggest, Pittsburgh, that's our biggest thing in Pittsburgh. I mean.
Do you see any difference between Browns fans and Steelers fans?
No.
The only difference is the uniform, and that's the honest to God truth.
I mean, it's the same exact
crowd
people.
at the Steelers
same exact people that are tailgating.
It's just they happen to live in Cleveland, and we happen to live in Pittsburgh.
What do you think about the Browns?
The Browns?
Yeah.
Not much.
I hate Cleveland.
Hey, Browns fans suck ass.
Well, the fans of Cleveland, they should just switch gears and change because they're never going to win.
It's all honky ass white trash up there.
I hate the Steelers so much.
Isn't it easier to be a Steelers fan?
It's so much easier.
Easy.
I usually go up to the Cleveland Steeler games every year up there and, you know, wear all Steelers stuff.
It's pretty hostile down here.
Vulgar. I wish I had a little kid around with me so I could say, hey, there's little kids around. Don't say fuck my mother in the ass. That's not cool.
A bunch of inbred fucking hillbilly Pennsylvanianites can't even fucking find another woman besides your own sister.
Hey, listen.
I've never been in a fight, ever. I've never beat anybody up in Pittsburgh, and I've never got in a fight at an away stadium either, so.
I ain't giving you shit. I got a whole bunch to say. Fuck you. That's why I got to say.
Remember this laugh.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck the Steelers!
Ravens are super stupid creatures. They have nothing better to do than eat dirt. It's quite a shame.
What Ravens are in Baltimore? Where are you seeing them? I've been here for 3 days. I ain't seen a Raven yet.
What do you think of the Browns?
Cleveland, they have no money there. So you need to come to Baltimore where there's some money.
What happened last game?
It won't happen again this time.
That last game. Jamal, 250 again.
I mean, we took the two best things you had in Cleveland, Ozzie Newsome and Art Modell. That you know, obviously that we put
Those
the
are
two.
best things.
Well, I mean, they produced a Super Bowl win.
I had a bowel movement this morning.
And then Cleveland ends up getting a team anyway.
We took the
3 years later.
championship team off their hands.
Just proves what a bunch of fucking idiots people are from Cleveland.
The Browns are heart and soul of that town. You didn't build them what they needed.
What's it like to have the most criminal cases?
It's good because I'm a lawyer, so I get to defend them.
Ray Lewis is at it again. Is it okay for Jamal Lewis to be playing today?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Jamal did nothing wrong. He just helped a buddy out.
Absolutely. Both blue-collar towns.
Yeah.
Both people work hard, have passion for their team. Yeah. Absolutely. They're equal.
Yeah.
Same with Pittsburgh. Same way. Cincinnati's the same.
Yep.
And they're lower-class cities, not like New York and Boston, where everybody gets blown up in their media and they're so great. We got to earn respect to get respect, and we've done that, and we still don't get any respect.
Kyle Bowler is going to have a good game. I'm not saying he's going to have a good game. He's going to throw for a couple touchdown passes.
A good game at Kyle Bowler's no interceptions.
Jamal, 250.
You don't give up 500 yards in 2 games against a team. Come on.
Imagine if
Cleveland shouldn't even show up in this town after that performance last year. Please.
Good people in Baltimore. Good people.
Dan Mound from Toronto, Ontario, Browns fan in Baltimore, ready to kick some Raven ass. Go Browns!
My name is Tim. I'm from Northeast Pennsylvania. I'm a Browns fan, and go Browns.
When the Oakland Raiders left town, there was a few ads in the paper like, oh, you know, this is bad, this is wrong. When Baltimore left town at 4 in the morning, there was, you know, a stink for about a week and a half. When the Browns left town, we had a 1 million fan march. We changed the way every owner in every sports league looks at moving their team now.
We get drunk together, we laugh together, we cry together, we go tailgating together. We run every emotion that is possible.
And if you've noticed from before the Browns left, teams were moving left, right, and center thinking they could make a quick buck. Art Modell built the Browns. He was an integral part of the NFL, and now this man's not even going to go to the Hall of Fame because of what he did in Cleveland.
And all the other fans really don't have those emotions. I mean, it's just very, very emotional for us.
He started Monday Night Football. He merged the NFL with the AFL, and the man built the NFL. And because of one dumbass move he made for a quick $50 million, his best friend was Lou Groza, and the man didn't even have the balls to come to the man's funeral. And Lou Groza is Cleveland.
It is just absolutely amazing. The Cleveland Browns are just amazing. They really are.
This message is for Randy Lerner. We've put up with a whole lot of garbage as Browns fans from, Red Right 88s and the drives and all this crap, and we keep coming back year after year after year. Your father bought the Cleveland Browns and said he's bringing a Super Bowl to this city, and Al Lerner was one of the greatest men that ever lived. He brought us back our football team. Randy, go by your father's words and bring us a Super Bowl.
And to add to that, I'd like to say to you, Randy, I want you to come sometime out in the parking lot with your fan base and sit down at the table with us and have a beer with us one time, just so you realize how deep this is with us.
It is approximately 7:45 on Sunday evening. We've got an 8:30 game against the Baltimore Ravens. By the way, the Baltimore Ravens, we assembled their team and sent them to Baltimore so they could have a team. He would like to know about the criminals on the Baltimore Ravens team.
Well, they got murderers, they got rapists, they got drug dealers, and they got Art Modell. That says it all.
That's Baltimore for you, man. Maybe one day we'll be up there in Cleveland watching the game. Who knows, man? We'll lose. Treat us like you treat us, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, that wasn't right. Treat us like we treat you.
I live here. I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania. I've been here for 5 years.
Life was good.
I've been to every Browns-Ravens game in Baltimore since I've been here. This is the worst to take. Fucking everything was set up just the way we wanted. Touchdown in the last 30 seconds. Go to overtime. I'll take my chances just like this one. And I gotta put up with this shit.
There's always next year, buddy.
If two plays go differently,
nice game, buddy.
I don't gotta put up with all this fucking bullshit right here. Fuck you all. To hell with you. To hell. Remember where you came from, bitches, all of you. I've been wearing this jersey since I was 8 years old. And I got nothing to cheer about since. Fucking Ravens.
Go Ravens!
Go Ravens! We still held Jamal.
The color of who?
Fuck!
Yeah, I'm Dick Goddard. I'm the meteorologist here at Fox 8, and I've been doing it here. I'm into my 40th year here and 45 on Cleveland television.
I think it was Dick Goddard that told me this. If Cleveland takes you to their heart, you pretty much have to like drive, smash into a bus of nuns and kill them before they'll blow you off. I mean, once they take you to your heart, that you're there if you don't, completely mess up.
If you make it and people like you here, you've got it made. You can mess up for years and you're still Cleveland, man.
Yeah, look at Dick Goddard. He's been doing it for years. Hasn't got the weather right once.
Well, everyone that doesn't love me, I'm aware of that. I'm a weatherman. Advantage of being a weatherman, you'll never get lost. People are always telling you where you can go.
We're easy to get along with. One of the reasons.
Actually, we outlived everybody.
That's right.
Goulardi retired. He died. Okay. Houlihan moved to Florida. Superhost retired. We're the only ones left.
That's right.
And actually, we like people, and I think it shows through when people like us.
They take a while to grab onto you, but I mean, and I've been the recipient of this myself.
But most people have been so nice to me to hang out. I mean, to hang on for 45 years. I mean, that's a pretty good longevity.
I think they appreciate it because they know it's two normal guys up here. We're not actors. We're not trying to do that. Try to do just normal things like everybody else does, and people like us for us.
We didn't sell more records. James Gang sold more records than we did. You know, the Jazz Band sold more records. The Raspberries had more hit singles than we did. You know, what we did was sell tickets. And for some reason, you know, that was the bond there. We weren't, so the bond we had was that people came out and they saw us in person. It wasn't just buying a record.
A lot of times here in the audience, some guy will say to his son, he'll whisper, and we hear it every week. He'll say, put his arm around his kid and say, you know, when I was a little kid, Grandpa brought me down here to see this show. And that's the biggest compliment you could pay us.
We always tried to put on as good a show as we could every night we played, no matter where we were, but there was no question about it. If we were back home doing a show, it was more important to us. You know, it was like these were the people we had to give the absolute very best to, because they're the ones that had you know, backed us.
And we don't put on any airs. We don't have an entourage. We don't.
We don't?
We were kind of like the guys next door, you know, and it could have just as easily been them as us up there if they had done what we did or, you know, stuck at it or whatever. And the fact that we weren't, you know, we didn't walk around the town like, you know, Rod Stewart or something, you know, dressed in spandex and satin all the time. If you saw us at the drugstore, you could talk to us. And it was that, once again, it was that, you know, you're one of us type things.
A lot of people really want to go to the Big Apple and swim with the sharks in New York, and I never had that desire. Plus, the weather here is very interesting.
I've seen so many people, the minute they have a little bit of success, hey, well, I'm going to Hollywood, good. And 2 years later, could I be on your show? I mean, could I do something like that? So.
It's that thing of, you know, you're one of us, you've been cool about it, you know, we like you.
Here, have some Woolly Bear stickers. Nobody's ever been hit by a tornado while wearing a Woolly Bear sticker. The Woolly Bear Festival is October 2nd in Vermilion. Men between 17 and 40, they should all be neutered to begin with, I think. And you get a few beers in these guys, and I say I'm embarrassed at the stadium when I go in, and I see these in the parking lot already. They've been drinking all morning.
We had our party at Willie's, and now we're pretty much all of us are in the limo, and that's what we have going on. I'm drunk. I can't do that.
Okay, let's go! Your hometown!
This is Cincinnati. They don't care for their team like we do.
Cincinnati ain't got shit on us!
I'd rather go to Pittsburgh than go to Cincinnati.
We are die hard.
There we go.
Don't you know what's going to happen tomorrow?
They've gone galley west already, and they're swearing, embarrassing children and that. So I've lost a lot of respect for those Browns fans. There are some really great fans out there, but too many of them are drunken slobs.
We finally got rid of Butch Davis this week.
I kind of figured it was gonna happen, but
There was rumors he was fired, he was released, he resigned, but either way, we were excited. We've been waiting for it. When they told us he was going to be gone at the end of the year, we were excited about that. It just come a little sooner.
I really didn't have any emotion. I just, you know, good.
I think we're going to win today. I think we're going to upset the Patriots today. I want to win. I want to win. I don't care how they do it. I'm glad that we're finally going to have a general manager and a head coach, separate positions. That's the bottom line. I'm a Cleveland fan and I want to win.
I think what it came down to was this. Butch, we're going to fire you if you don't resign.
He got forced out. He got forced out.
Because there's no way
he keeps his $12 million. I mean, come on. The man got a $12 million one-time pension. How nice is that?
In all honesty, in Davis's first season, they liked him because Chris Palmer won 5 games in 2 years, and Davis came in with an attitude. In that first year, they played hard, and he didn't try to take over the draft.
Tiger Reardon, I'm a Browns fan.
Rick McCready, Akron, Ohio, Browns fan.
Prospect, the University.
Ellison Patton, Pats fan.
Why the Browns have 3 wins so far? Biggest reason, bad drafting. Because Warren, everybody's saying take LaDainian or take Richard Seymour, and who are both all-world. Yeah. Second reason, bad coaching. Instead, we draft a guy who self-proclaims himself as Big Money. Oh, here's my nickname, Big Money.
Coming out of college.
From now on, I want to be known as Badass. You guys, it's like, yeah, you can't make up your own nickname. Third reason, injuries. But the injuries are actually a good thing. Every team goes through injuries. Top-rated quarterback in the draft? Fry from Akron. No joke, Mel Kiper's number 1.
Yeah, bring him home.
What's it like to live in a city of champions?
It sucks.
Like, to live in a city of champions, like Boston is this year, they got the Super Bowl. The Red Sox finally broke that curse. Like, you just realize how cursed Cleveland actually is. Like, we are truly tormented.
You know, it's kind of hard being in a town where they keep winning Super Bowls with our ex-coach. Believe me, the hate is still here.
It's so hard. I mean, everybody here thinks he's like a god.
I hated Belichick. I remember a deep hatred of Belichick, and now he's a genius?
I wouldn't be surprised if Belichick, and he'll always deny it, puts more into the games where he plays the Browns than when he doesn't, because it's an affirmation for him.
I remember, I think it might have been 2001, I went to the game where we played the Patriots, and we beat Belichick, and everybody was so excited because we beat Belichick. And then they went on to win the Super Bowl, and it was like, oh, he's pretty good.
Living in Boston with Bill Belichick, yeah, unquestionably he's the best coach in the league right now, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Because I was there in Cleveland when he ruined that team, when he couldn't speak to the press, when he cut Bernie Kosar.
I mean, it doesn't hurt as much as Modell moving, but it hurts.
2 straight Super Bowls were won by Bill Belichick and Art Modell, the 2 guys that were responsible for taking the original Browns out of Cleveland.
It hurts so much to like see that even Boston has figured out how to win, and Cleveland still can't do it.
And hopefully in my lifetime, and I'll take anything, Indians, Cavs, Browns. Ideally be the Browns, but
1964 was the last time that we won anything in any sport, except for the Cleveland Crunch, and nobody cares about soccer in Cleveland, so.
I hate watching happy fans. They walk around, they know what to celebrate. As a Browns fan, we've never had that. Never in my lifetime, and until about 5 days ago, I never thought we would. But getting rid of Davis, that might be a start.
I think I'm rooting for the city, you know, like, I want to see the city win something and see what happens. Like, I don't know, the whole West Side might just go under.
Am I rooting for the team or the city? Both, you know? Growing up in the area, you just feel an allegiance that people in other cities don't feel.
We keep hoping, you know, we do. We were 1 out away from the World Series, we were 1 yard away from the Super Bowl, you know? We were 1 second away from the NBA championship. It's not just football.
I don't care how bad or good the team is. I'm putting my heart behind it. In any sport, except for indoor soccer.
And when we won the first game this year, we were ecstatic. You couldn't have seen a bar more full of happy fans.
They teased me the first week of the season when they dominated the Ravens, and I was back in. And the very next week, there were about 300 people in this bar because after the Cowboys game, the 4 o'clock game, and that's when Garcia had the 0 rating.
We started off, I thought we had a chance. Like, the Ravens game, after that, I was so excited to be a Browns fan. And they had those first 3 wins at home, and you were like, got a chance.
Coming out of preseason, I just knew they made bad decisions. I said, this team's, it's going to be like it is now. And then they win that first week, and they get me all excited. I'm like, that's it, we're a good team. And then they yank it right back out from underneath me.
It's just something to deal with when you're from Cleveland. Being tortured just comes with the territory. You get thick, you get tough.
Oh, after the first week, I was thinking playoffs, definitely, playoffs, Super Bowl. I'm a Browns fan. We're not going to the Super Bowl anytime soon. That'd be great, though.
Then we realized we were Browns fans, and we'd have to struggle through another year of 3 and whatever we are now, 3 and 8, I think, 3 and 9. My name's Brad Vanderheide. I'm a Browns fan from Mentor, Ohio, and I'll be a Browns fan for life. I'll probably die watching a Browns game, having a heart attack when they fumble the ball with 2 seconds left on the goal line.
Oh, I gotta stretch. I gotta stretch it out. James, things start flying, so we'll start kicking back. Go, Browns! Let's go, Browns! Go,
I was saying, we win today, and we get a first draft pick, and yeah, Browns! Yeah, Browns! Oh my God! Oh my God! Long afternoon, fellas. No one said it was going to be a shutout. No one said it was going to be.
All right, let's go. All right, positive yardage.
Variable offensive explosion.
You know your team sucks when they start pulling this. This is our longest game in the autumn equinox.
Come on, Stoneheads, you gotta catch that.
What was the penalty? Too many tackles?
What the hell was that?
When it's 28-0, I'm done. Hold it! Yes!
How do you
You know your season's bad when the refs stop throwing the flag. They feel bad for you. This is unbelievable.
That's some fucking bullshit.
It's tough to think positive after like 31 years of heartbreak.
Come on! Bullshit! He wasn't even down!
Like, we had 2 guys jump off sides there, and the refs are like, oh, let them play, they suck.
What the hell?
Offensive!
This is football!
Decline it.
Oh, yeah!
They're going for the ball!
Counter looks good, folks.
Yeah!
Thank you. Go Browns.
Game's near an end. New England beat up on us. It seemed like Bill Belichick might have even ran up the score a little bit.
Today was an abortion. Every week, I hope they can hang around this week. From the first play, we were done. But we got next year. We got a better draft pick today. 2005. Let's bring it.
And that is all I had to say from Connor Larkins in Boston, Massachusetts, on this sad, sad day when Bill Belichick has made us all hate the early 1990s. Hate the early 1990s.
But what you've got now, with the exception of, people that maybe come down to Playhouse Square or come down to the Jake or the Gund or to the Brown Stadium, 8 times a year, you're not getting a lot of people coming into the city. They don't want to come into the city. They're scared of the city.
I never went to Cleveland with my family if I wasn't going to a sporting event. There wasn't a time where you're just like, hey, let's go to Cleveland.
You go to an Indians baseball game, and there's a lot of people there from the suburbs that come in and drive back home.
I mean, they have Tower City there, I guess, but it's just like any other mall in any city now.
Euclid Avenue, when I was a kid, was just, you might as well have been on Fifth Avenue in New York, it was just wall-to-wall people and things going on in this. And now, I mean, I can walk out of here after I get off the radio. I don't even have to look across the street to see if somebody's coming. I just walk, because there's nobody coming, you know? I mean, it's like you shoot a shotgun off down there after 6 o'clock.
But that's really the only reason why I go there. I guess you could say the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but you know, I've lived around here my whole life, and I went there once.
Come to Cleveland. We have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Look at our new Indians, you know, baseballs. Look at our new footballs. We've got everything in Cleveland.
That was supposed to be something to put Cleveland on the map, and it has failed miserably. I mean, people even question why it's here, which is funny. You know, why is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland?
It's been shown through different, you know, sociological studies that when sports teams do well, there is an influence on the city, both in its sort of spirit and in crime goes down, you know, people spend more money, et cetera. So it's a good thing, but it can't be the only thing. And it's not, no one's going to move to Cleveland so they can go to 8 Browns games.
What we don't see in much of anywhere in northeastern Ohio is a real replacement for the industry that shaped everything.
It's all well and good to say, let's make this a biotech center or whatever. But that's just, you know, that's just lip service unless something actually happens.
I can't name, you know, and somebody who's looked at this for many years, you know, that there's one industry that's going to come in and save the day. It's just not going to happen.
The Jake, at least, it gets used, you know, 90, 100 times a year. You know, and the Gund Arena, at least, you know, there's things going on there all the time. You got some Cavs games, you got concerts, you got all that sort of thing. What's going on with the football stadium? What's it get used? 9, 10 times a year? Sits empty down there on the lake for 350 some days a year, and we're paying for it. You know, it's not the people that own the Browns that are paying for it. We're paying for it in more ways than one. And I'm as big a sports fan as you can possibly be, but at the same time, you know, there's got to be a little reciprocity here between. I mean, they're not losing money. You know, the Browns are one of the most, you know, financially successful franchises in the NFL. Not on the field, but financially, you know. So it's not like, you know, we should all, you know, cry and say, oh, you know, they're only making X number of $1 billion, you know.
Let's go, Buffalo!
How much you want for all of them? Don't rob me.
No,
Where are they?
I'm not taking less than 20 bucks a ticket, though.
Come on, man.
Nope.
What? Okay, if you change your mind, because I don't want to pay that much for it.
How long you been doing this, man?
Ever since I was 13 years old at the Memorial Stadium.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. The tickets were $50. We're losing out anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to take them home and eat them, do you? I paid 50 bucks for all these tickets, right?
Uh-huh.
So, you know,
yeah.
At the window they cost you 40. I'm trying to take home at least $800 a day.
Really?
Tax-free money.
Wow.
That's the name of scalping. That's the name of the game.
Yeah. Now, how much do you turn around and sell them for? Face at least?
Hell no, I want 60 bucks a seat, man. At least 60 bucks. Depending on who I catch. If I catch a knucklehead, I want $75.
The Bills keep this area out here in Western New York alive. You got a lot of hard-working, blue-collar people. They don't have any money, but they save their pennies and they pay for their season tickets to the Bills.
Yeah.
And they eat hot dogs and beans all year to do it,
yeah.
Some of them. But they are not going to miss the Bills games.
This stadium is nothing like Cleveland Browns Stadium.
No, it's not.
And here the stadium's just kind of like in the middle
It's out
of
in
this
suburbia.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
This looks like a little college stadium.
It's a Pee-wee stadium is what it is.
Why the hell are you guys up here as bad as the Browns are?
Why are we up here?
Because
we're
dedicated
fans.
fans.
You know, they weren't that bad when I bought the ticket. They had a season full of dreams ahead of them. They were 1-0.
Northeast Ohio has been seen as a site of loss. But in reality, if you look at the history of Northeast Ohio, it's been a site of struggle.
Places like this are important to America's idea of itself as a manufacturing and industrial giant.
When the city was, you know, built, everything was built around the mouth of the Cuyahoga. That's where the industry was. That's where the boats came in. That's where things left and arrived.
Steel is such an important part of the industrialization of America. It's the backbone of America.
And when those jobs are outsourced, you know, you have communities that they don't know which way to turn. Some of them have been able to adapt, some of them haven't.
The amount of job loss was over 100,000 jobs and steel-related jobs in this region, and probably more.
My wife's dad works at Ford. My dad's dad worked at Ford. Lots of our friends' dads worked at Ford, or friends now that work at Ford.
The story of America has been that as you move from industrialization into a type of deindustrialization, as part of the natural economic order, these areas will revive. Well, they haven't.
And if it's not Ford, it's, you know, Nordson, you know, some other kind of plant.
These places are also important as America's economy shifts away from industry and towards a service economy.
Well, is it true that we'll find other work and we'll be able to do other things in the future? And the answer is no.
And there's a sense of loss, and in many cases a sense of anger.
And there's a serious question about what Cleveland's overall economic future is going to be.
This entire region becomes sort of resentful of the rest of the world, in part because we feel like the industry of northeastern Ohio has been forgotten.
And when that happens, when a community loses its memory, other people define what it is.
It's always been a city with sort of a bad self-image. You know, we were the butt of jokes for years and stuff, the whole river catching on fire and all that and this and that.
Well, you think about all the movies from the late 80s, early 90s, that was the biggest joke, sports movies. You know, what was it? I think it was in Mr. Baseball when his agent called him to tell him he wasn't going to be with the Yankees anymore, and he was saying, oh, please don't say it's Cleveland, you know? I mean, those jokes were everywhere.
You're talking about Cleveland, the mistake by the lake, or all the terminology that's a type of degradation of community and not understanding the memory of itself.
So we don't get forgotten, but the meaning changes from here's the symbol of America's strength in industry to here's the symbol of America's failure in industry.
Good morning, Browns fans. It's week 15. Browns are playing the San Diego Chargers, and Chargers are 10-3. Browns are 3-10, I believe. Is that right? It's an amazing season. You know, usually you can be like, there's always next year, and this year it's like, it can't get any worse than this year. We got to go over to 93rd and 2nd to the old Blondies, the old Browns backers bar. Go say hello to the few fellows that are left there. You wake up and it's really hard to be excited about football. Everything that could go wrong this year just did. So Butch Davis had a panic attack. Guys really played their guts out this week. William Green, I don't know what happened. He just didn't show up. Great job, guys. Played your guts out. Gave up 58 points. The worst offensive line I've ever seen in the history of football. Really left your hearts on the field. Wait, the Browns are worse than the Cavs? Why? Why can't Cleveland win anything? We're like the Bad News Bears, but we never turn the movie around. Walter Matthau's not going to quit drinking in this situation. All these Steeler fans come out of the woodwork now. Everybody's got a Steelers hat on or a jersey. And I'm like, go Browns! And they're like, what? We're 12-1. I'm like, oh yeah. I hate seeing Jerome Bettis after every play. He's like a little bowling ball that jumps up and dances after 3-yard gain. Oh my God, I hate it so much. I hate the fact that Ben Roethlisberger's from Miami of Ohio, and he's so damn good. I hate that. I hate the Broncos. I hate it. I hate the thought of that. Oh, go Browns, 3-10. It's about the fans. Like, if it wasn't for us, what would you have? So bring Bernie back. We have the same offensive playbook. There's like 10 plays. You know what they're going to run. First down, they're probably going to run it. Oh. Second down, they're probably going to run it again. Oh. And then it's going to be 3rd and 12. Oh. Who needs a whiskey drink? And then McCown's going to get sacked. Or Garcia or Holcomb. I'm the only one here.
Let's go.
It's another week of like a ex-Browns coach coming in. You got Belichick, you got Schmarty.
Hey, how cold is it there today, Sam?
I
think it said 19 or something.
I don't know, but it's about 80 here. The last thing you need is another rebuilding, like 4 to 5 years. I mean, it's ridiculous. They got to get someone cool. I think what will happen is they'll get Pioli from New England, because like Mark Shapiro and him are tight. It'd be a perfect situation, and he'll hire Romeo Crennel, who used to coach the Browns. It's like you sit there and it's like they pick people that it's like they picked a long snapper. I mean, come on, that guy should have been canned. If I owned a team and you friggin' drafted a long snapper, all he does is snap the ball. Yeah, I don't know who they're gonna have next year. It'll be like a who's who. They'll definitely have KW2. Fucking, they had a punter that was wearing Kosar's number. Now we got Prisman Jackson's wearing his number.
Yeah.
I mean, the one punter was wearing Brian Sipes' number, and I got so pissed. I didn't give a fuck if he was the greatest punter next to Ray Guy or whatever. But he's wearing Brian Sipes' number. One guy's wearing Ozzy's number, you know?
Yeah.
Leroy Kelly's number. You know, come on, the Cube, Ice Cube McNeil. You mean they haven't retired that? Joaquin Gonzalez is wearing Doug Deacon's number. Wasn't Doug Deacon a little bit pissed off? I haven't seen a friggin' championship my whole life other than indoor soccer.
Yeah.
You know, what does that count? The force?
Yeah.
Antonio Gates, 200-yard touchdown run. It was amazing. It was wide open. Could have ran to a rock hall without anybody touching us. Just terrible. So bad. We have one more win than the 99 Browns.
Okay, I'll go over here.
Go to the park.
Go drink in the park.
What the hell's his problem? Jesus Christ. He's a cop too, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a fucking cop. Did you even get a beer inside?
Yeah, I drink inside. I just like I hate waiting around. I always drink inside. Just miss 15 minutes of drinking by waiting out here.
Sure. Nice hat. God, they're everywhere. Yeah, I like the Steelers. Oh yeah, you've been a fan your whole life? Yeah. Well, you know, I started dating this guy and he's a big Steelers fan. We started dating last Friday. I'm a big fan now, because they're good. Oh, that's great. So you're a bandwagon fan. No, I mean, I've liked them my whole life. I like their colors. I like black and gold. Yeah, I like their colors a whole bunch. Oh yeah, that's great. You suck, you fucking bitch. Shut up. Are you a football fan? Who's your team?
Are you? Yes.
I like the Miami Dolphins.
You said sorry to me?
Miami Dolphins.
Okay, you know what I
Because I like their costumes.
Oh, yeah, because they wear costumes.
Yeah.
We almost had a touchdown, but the other team caught it in the end zone before we did. So. And then Jeff Garcia is not like, you know, looking like mini me all the time, you know, like, whoa. Well, at least they shied off the rumors because he's not playing anymore if he's gay or not. Yeah. It's like, fuck. I'll tell you one thing, regardless if he's gay or not, this team sucks cock a lot of times, you know what I mean? My God.
Well, as soon as I get there, we go to Mel.
All we need are 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns in 4 minutes.
Touchdown a minute should do it.
Another Sunday. It's 8 in a row.
Is it really?
8 in a row. 8 losses in a row.
Oh, you're a Brown fan.
That's right.
Brown fan. I'm Steeler all the way.
Yeah.
Steelers. We're going to the Super Bowl and we're taking it.
Yeah.
We're taking it. Yes, we are. I'm wearing a Buffalo Bills jersey. How about that?
You used to be a Buffalo Bills fan or what?
No.
No?
I'm a Giant Steelers fan.
Giant Steelers fan?
Yeah, my
Why's
Steelers
that?
is making a great accomplishment right now.
How long you been a Steelers fan?
Well, I'm a Giant fan for the simple fact that I'm a New Yorker, born and raised, and I'm a Steelers fan because I love the '78 Steelers.
Yeah.
I love them. And I like the Steelers, man. I think they're a great team, a great franchise, and they're gonna make it all the way, man. They beat the 2 undefeated teams in football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they have a squad.
Is that a brand new
Steelers
jersey?
all the way, baby. Let's go. Let's go!
When'd you get that jersey?
Well, as you can see, the sewings. Yeah, it doesn't really look that fresh.
I'm just
It doesn't
asking.
really, but it's the sewings. I've had this for a couple of years.
Good.
But I got money to take it to the cleaners every time. I don't wash my stuff home.
No?
Nah.
Why?
Steal a jersey, man. It's worth it. Come on, man.
Get out.
Steelers, you don't take them to the laundromat. You take them to the cleaners.
Giant Steelers fan.
Here, buddy.
Fucking Giant Steelers. Jesus Christ.
I'll get us another quarter. Oh, what do we,
If I wasn't so white, I would have kicked his ass. You could print that. God, I hate that. Pick a fucking team, douchebag. Hate people. You know what the worst part is? Is I can't even talk shit to people. That's the worst part about this season. I mean, I wanted to tear into that guy, but I couldn't. What am I gonna say? We haven't beat you in the last 8. Shut up. How can you be born and raised in a city and be a fan of Pittsburgh? All the bandwagon fans are coming out now. What are you gonna do? Another game, another day, another loss. Football's life. And my life sucks right now.
How's it going? My name's Chuck Cieslik. I'm helping make this Browns movie. I wasn't really planning on being in this thing, but I felt someone needed to explain what's going on right now. We are in the middle of a snowstorm in my neighborhood. Cleveland's so bad that our documentary has come to a halt because of the snow and the horrible blizzard. So, you know, just wanted to get a nice, beautiful shot. You know, we want to capture what Cleveland's all about, so this is what it's all about right here. You know, I'm standing in front of a mound of snow here. We've got some accumulation, as you can see here. I don't know how many inches this is, but yeah, it's pretty miserable. So, you know, if anyone happens to see this this movie, welcome to Cleveland. Go Browns.
You know, my grandkids, it's hard. My son said it's hard to. Why do the Browns always lose?
If you go downtown on a Monday after a Browns game, if you just had no idea what the score was, you could tell by the way people drive.
People on Monday, after a Browns loss, are in a bad mood.
Yeah.
They're not happy, you know, they're not courteous.
But after a Browns win, they're happy. You know, it's like sunshine almost in the middle of a gray winter.
You know, hey, go, move in front of me. Yeah, hey, wave, you know, and things like that. But it's, you know, they wear their emotions on their sleeve.
Yeah, to spend your whole life, you know, getting happy or sad because, you know, they lose to Philadelphia one week or something is kind of dismal.
Thinking about what happened in Cleveland when there was a period when, like, the Browns were going away, and I think we lost everything. Now we're going to even, you know, whether they're winning or losing, then we're going to lose our team.
It's almost like you're on the team, you know. It's almost like you're a member of the team, and when you're a member of something that fails, you get frustrated about it. It pisses you off.
And so there's a lot of different types of losses that people have felt.
When the corporations shut down, when the steel mills shut down, people felt like everything they'd been working for was taken away from them, and unjustly.
If you believed in the American dream, you also believed in institutions.
The source of pride for northeastern Ohio, for the whole industrial belt, was what we made.
Through hard work, initiative, you can achieve the American dream. And then what happens is it suddenly ends.
Once you lose that, you need to find other sources of pride. And you turn to other activities that are interestingly not that different.
The relationship between sport and community values is a long one in Northeast Ohio.
We make home runs, we make touchdowns, as opposed to we make steal.
It's been the only thing we've been able to hold on to or grab on to, and that's kind of sad in a way.
You have this team that hasn't done well, but still are part of your identity and who you are, and your belief that ultimately you're going to win.
I met Roy, believe it or not, if the Browns would have never left, I would have never met Roy.
I was back in '95 when Modell announced he was moving the team to Baltimore.
They had 3 busloads going down to Atlanta, the NFL meetings to save the Browns. And I was on one of them buses, and so was Roy.
What a trip. But that's where I met Tony on the bus.
And we just started talking, got to know each other pretty good there.
We've been pretty good friends ever since. I mean, we talk all year round.
But him and I became good friends. You know, we're both instant diehard Browns fan. We both like our beer.
I think what did it was the day we came back, everybody was out of beer, and I had 2 beers. And I give one of them to Tony, and we've been friends ever since.
And then when the Browns came back, I got him season tickets sitting right next to me, which is good. And we've been like inseparable ever since. We talk to each other because, you know, he's got the same passion I do for the Cleveland Browns.
Jim Brown, Otto Graham, McCormick, Bobby Mitchell, Leroy Kelly, Lou Groza, Bill Willis, Lavelli, Ozzie Newsome.
Hey, 10 minutes to kickoff. Guaranteed win.
Guaranteed win by who?
Cleveland.
We should all go. I ain't got to worry about it.
Chance to get another field goal. God damn it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Well, I think we got the best fans in the world, you know.
I think that if the Browns won the Super Bowl, they would take the day off work the next day, and it would just be for the rest of the time, everyone would have that Monday off for the rest of Cleveland's history.
You know, they work hard for their dollars, and they expect you to do the same.
You got to be tough to live in Cleveland. You got to be tougher to be a sports fan.
You know, you're part of the tradition. As small as you may be, you're a part of the tradition.
You just love them. I mean, it's hard to explain. I just love them. I bleed orange and brown.
I don't know anything else, you know.
I'm Jim Donovan. Boy, you better believe I'm a Cleveland Browns fan.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I am a Cleveland Browns fan.
My name is Jamil Smith, and I'm a Browns fan.
I think as you grow up, you don't have to worry about the 4-footed animals, the quadrupeds. It's those 2-footed carbon-based bipeds that'll give you the trouble, and boy was he right.
I'm Emmanuel McElwain. I'm J.Y. Dog in this dog suit, and I'm a Browns fan.
I'm Joe McElwain, and
I'm Bubba in the suit, and I'm a Browns fan.
You never know when you walk into Brown Stadium if you're going to see history that day.
My name's Drew. I'm from Mentor, Ohio. I'm a Browns fan.
Hey, my name is Eric. I've been a lifelong Browns fan. I'll be a Browns fan till I die.
Ryan Snyder, the Browns fan. My name is Childers, and I'm a Browns fan from Mentor, Ohio.
You know, one thing that the drive and the shot and the fumble and the 97 series all had in common was the fact the sun came up the next day.
I'm Josh, and I'm a Browns fan.
You know, baseball might be our national sport, but football's a national passion.
Hey, I'm Dick Goddard. I do stats for the Browns, and that makes me a big Browns fan.
My name is Roy Maxwell, Browns fan since 1957.
I'm Casey Coleman, and I'm a Browns fan.